Being a part of a Nicholas Sparks movie garners a great deal of attention. How did the role of Katie find you?
Wow. Well, I read the script. I had no idea that it was a Nicholas Sparks book when I read the script. I loved it. Then I found out it was Nicholas Sparks. Then I read the book, and then I went in for the audition, and there were a lot of girls there. I mean, I had to fight for this role. It was not easy. I went in and had my audition. Lasse Hallström was actually on Skype. The director was on Skype in like New York, and I'm like, wait a minute, like how is he gonna feel what we feel in this room? And so when I left, I was kind of bummed. I was like, oh, I wish you could have seen that. And so I asked to go back in again. And they're like, no, you've had your chance. And I'm like, oh no, that is not a good sign. So I like called back. I'm like, I am not taking no for an answer. I have got to go back in. And anyways, we worked it out, and I went back in, and that was the reason why, you know, going back in with Lasse in the room and seeing the chemistry personally, and yeah.
Right, well, you got to work with a remarkable director in Lasse Hallström. What was that like for you?
Well, that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to do the film in the first place. Regardless of how the movie does, hopefully it does amazing. But I just knew that I wanted to grow and learn. And this is the most prestigious director I've worked with, and I knew that I was going to learn from him, and I did. I mean, he threw stuff at us, like improvising. I mean, everything I've done so far has been very like, you're gonna dance and do this number and sing this song and go on this mark and say those lines. And this was like, let's do a 10-minute scene today, and you can just say whatever you'd like and just, you know, explore. And I'm like, wait a minute, somebody tell me what I should do. So it kind of forced me to trust myself. I've never felt so trusted and felt confident in the decisions I was making. So,
what was your greatest challenge?
The greatest challenge, I mean, it's a heavy, you know, a heavy thing for Katie to deal with in her past. So that was tough to kind of get into that emotion. But at the same time, like, I think the hardest part for me, and I kept talking to Lasse about this, I'm like, I just want to make sure that she's interesting enough and that she's likable enough to where Alex would want to be with her, because she's super guarded, she's very mysterious, and she's got her wall up. I'm like, how do you play anything but just like, you know, I don't want anything to do with you, you know, but still have that connection. So, you know, that was my biggest challenge.
Right. Well, what do you hope audiences walk away with after seeing it?
I hope they just get lost for an hour and a half, however long the movie is, and know that, you know, that everybody deserves love and life, and no matter what you're going through, there's always a second chance. And yeah, just feel like you want to go home and tell your spouse how much you love them.
I love that. Yeah. Well, great job. Seriously,
Thank you.
did fantastic. Thank you so
much.
much, and we look forward to having you on AMC screens.
Thank you.
Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to stop what you're doing and subscribe to our AMC Theaters YouTube channel to keep up to date on all the movie news, editorials, and our AMC Movie Talk Show. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to hear about all our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.